Get that money, secure that bag, ayy. Boss up, get that money, secure that bag, ayy. Boss up, boss up, boss up. Get that money, get that money. She a queen and they love her cause she got her own place, own car, and she black on.
Everyone, welcome to my channel, Simply Magnolias and Honey. I'm just a southern girl living life like it's golden. No matter how life gets, no matter how sticky life gets, remember, it is still golden. So I just want to do a brief intro on my new video. I'm new to the YouTube world, so bear with me, be patient as I go along this journey. So right now, this YouTube channel is just gonna be about my journey as a mother, my journey as an entrepreneur, a journey of authorhood. I am a self-published author. I am a mother to 9 children. Yes, you heard that right, 9. So again, like, you're just be expected the unexpected. I love to talk, I love to chat, I love to come up with new things. This is not just going to be about fashion. This is not only going to be about my journeys. This is going to be everything that I can possibly put into a video. So just sit back and relax and just enjoy the content that I have to offer. Just again, be patient with me, because half the time I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm still learning. And I love you all's feedback. And let's just go along with this thing. Let's just take it day by day. And again, if you guys have any questions on anything that I post, please feel free to comment down below, because I love people who interact. I love those who just, hey Shay, how the world do you do this? Or how did you come up with this idea? Or how, was it that you are a mother of 9 and you can juggle being an entrepreneur, a full-time worker at work, and then also going into the world of YouTube and things like that. So I want y'all to just sit back and just enjoy the ride, enjoy everything that I have to offer. And I just want to leave you all with a tidbit of this. Life is nothing short of a journey. You never know simply what you're going to get. Like Forrest Gump said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know which one you're going to get, and you really don't. It also reminds me of this. We've all watched that show Squid Games, or the series Squid Games, okay? And there is one particular part of part of the game was where they had to cross on glass. And see, no matter how crystal clear you perceive life to be, no matter how clear you have your vision, sometimes that vision isn't as thick or as precise as you'd like it. Follow me. When they had to cross over each of the glass, from a distance, hindsight, you look at it and you're like, man, this is excellent. Like, I know exactly where I'm doing. I have tunnel vision. I know where I'm going. Yada, yada, yada. Everybody's going to accept me. Everybody's going to approve what I'm doing. I'm about to start making all this money. Yes, man, it's going to be awesome. But quickly did they realize it wasn't as clear as they thought. So each contestant had to go from each square, and the thickness of the glass determined how far they were going to go. So the more detailed your vision is, the more precise your vision is going to dictate how far you're going to go, okay? As each contestant stepped onto the glass, follow me. The minute they jumped to the first part of the glass, they was like, yes, I made it. They can still see down below. They can still see, yes, I'm good. They can still, man, this thing is about to explode. Even though there was so much similarities in the glass squares, there was still some things that they didn't quite see. As they managed to jump to the next one, boom, down they went, literally. No matter what on this journey, You are going to come across times where it's going to see, man, I've been through this before. You know, everything looks the same. It's crystal clear. I got this. Listen, take everything like a grain of salt. Because sometimes, no matter how crystal clear you see things are, it may not work out all the time. You may fall. And that's okay. And so along this journey, again, you all, I want y'all to be able to sit back and just enjoy, you know, the content that I have to offer you all. It's so crazy because when I was younger, my mom used to always say, Shay, be quiet. You always talking in class. You always getting in trouble for running your mouth. Now it's like, I'm about to use this mouthpiece. I'm about to use this mouthpiece for you know, to get ahead in my life. And now there's some purpose. I'm not against, you know, what other people are doing and, you know, what kind of content they're offering, but I'm for things of substance. And my experiences, my journeys, you know, things that I have learned, we may not always come eye to eye, but that's okay. That's what makes life so much more enjoyable, so much more interesting, that, you know, I can think for myself and come up with my own conclusions. And so, again, you all, Simply Magnolias and Honey, this YouTube channel is, like Martin say, this face belongs on the tube. I'm just playing. But it does. And I'm just so excited to just come along with you all and just just take the time to grow, make mistakes, you know, to learn different techniques, to come up with different content. It's all part of life. And I'm just so excited to be able to be on this side of the living, to be able to share my experiences with you all. And I'm actually a self-published author, like I had mentioned, and I wanted to read a portion of my book to you all. One of my other books I read already, and I read about the popcorn syndrome, for those of you all who follow me on Instagram or Facebook or things like that. But there's a chapter in my book called, hold on, let me see. There's a chapter about life not being easy. And basically, like, what are you going to do about it? Okay. So, hold on. Just give me a couple seconds here. Okay. So, this is called Chapter 18. What and who is your 18-wheeler in life? And that basically means, like, what is stopping you from doing and pursuing what you truly want to do? So I want to just take the time out. This is my book once again, Humble Pie. You can actually find it on Kindle, hardcover, and paperback on Amazon.com under Shayla Boyd. Okay, so let's get right into this. Okay, so this is a particular time in my life where I was homeless, and yeah, that was a journey within itself. But this is how it's going to start off. Listen up. When you're homeless, you tend to see life in a new light. There are lessons all around you. During the day, I would go walk the mall or sit in a parking lot somewhere while my husband was at work or school to waste time. On this particular hot morning, I was sitting in the Walmart parking lot and a revelation came to me. I looked over this hill and saw a big 18-wheeler flying down the road. It slowly came to a halt as 6 geese crossed the street. I mean, they took their precious time too. Then it hit me. As the geese crossed, the truck inched his way to clearance. But there was this last one crossing like he was King Tut or somebody. He knew the law was on his side and dared the big beast to hit him. So watch this. When you know who you are, whose you are, and who has your back, you tend to carry yourself a king and queen authority. Everything around you must come to a complete halt. No matter how big that 18-wheeler, the mountain, was in comparison to Howard the Duck, he didn't flinch. He took his time, then had the audacity to stop and look at the truck as if, don't you see me? I command you to stop. And believe it or not, the truck stopped. As he waddled his little tail into the grassy area, he didn't look back like Rachel. When God told Abraham and his family to leave the city, his nephew Lot and his wife Rachel thought it would be better to live in the city, Sodom and Gomorrah. Abraham stayed back. He tried to tell Lot that Sodom and Gomorrah wasn't where God had planted him and for them to stay where they are. Where he made the mistake was God told him and his family to go, not bring Lot. See, the name Lot means to hinder or to hold back, and God wasn't blessing until he got rid of the mess. How many of us make the same mistake because someone is family or y'all grew up together? You must tag their behind along. Remember, everyone can't go where God has called you for you and your family. He will adjust along the way until you get it together. Lot wanted to go anyway. He wanted to go where all the action was, the parties, more food, better homes, etc. Sound familiar? At some time, along came two angels and tells them that God was going to destroy the sinful city. Abraham pleaded with God and his angels, if there be 50 righteous people, will you spare the city? He kept trying to bargain with God. Lord, what about at least 10 righteous people? The Lord went away in agreement. Genesis 18:16 through 29. They headed to the city. Abraham's nephew met them at the city gate. As the corrupted city continued in their shenanigans, Abraham warned Lot and his family that they had to leave the city. The city was under God's wrath. The two angels gave everyone simple instruction on the way out. Don't look back. Too bad, so sad. So sad for Lot's wife Rachel, who looked back as if she was missing something and was turned into a pillar of salt. You got to read the entire story for yourself. Quite interesting. But when you're faced with an 18-wheeler of life, a storm or a mountain, it is imperative that you have some sense of who you are and where you're headed. Try not to be distracted by how big it is. If not, it will literally crush you flat on your face with no remorse. You must not get too attached to a location. When God says it's time to leave, pack up, don't look back, Rachel. Go. You have to speak that mountain and cast it into the sea. Don't let it blind you with intimidation. Let go of the lots of your past. Forgive the Judases who betrayed you. It's okay if the Peters deny you. You will have your time. Drop everything and roll out. What has been or is your 18-wheeler in your life that is causing you to be stagnant? And I bring that to a point of this. Start that YouTube channel. Go ahead, start it. Don't worry for, the opportune time. Everything's not going to be perfect. Oh, I got to have the perfect hairstyle. Oh, I have to be all dolled up. Oh, I need the proper lighting. Oh, I need, the Canon, I don't know, 800. I don't know what it is. But just in order for me to start. No, you don't. Start. It's better for people to see your progress from where you were to where you're going. That's what makes your story much more appealing. Not the, oh, you had your spoon fed to you the whole time. Again, y'all, I don't want to bore you with the rest of everything else that I would love to say. But this is just my intro. So, thank you once again for stopping by. Again, this is Shayla Boyd of Simply Magnolias and Honey. I'm just a Southern girl living life like it's golden. No matter how sticky life gets, remember, it is still golden. All right, y'all. See you.